So I'm doing some of my concoctions tonight. I do have to make some cayenne water, and I take this for my blood pressure. I also take it for, my cholesterol and keeping everything flowing right to keep those arteries clear, right? So, but the big thing that I wanted to show you, and you notice I've had to cut my hair again. I'm telling you, the castor oil that I use, it is, my hair is like, it's absolutely going bazonkers. And I found at the East Indian store that I shop at, I found a vitamin E cream, or not cream, it's an oil, and I mix it and I put it into a spray bottle. I have a bunch of these tiny little bottles from Peroxide, and I clean them out, rinse them, and I put a little bit of the vitamin E oil in it, and I put some uh, defluor defluorinated water into it, and then I use that and I spray my hair, and look at, like, it's soft, it's like silky silky soft, so I'm happy with that. Okay, but I wanted to show you I have stopped altogether using underarm deodorant. Yeah, and you would actually think that because I stopped using, sorry, I can't get my camera right. You would think because I stopped using underarm deodorant that I'd have a problem with smell, and I don't at all. So I need to make some, and I'm going to show you how I make it. So I have castor oil, and I keep it in a glass opaque bottle so that it doesn't go rancid. Then I have, now I'm a bit of an old school girl, and my favorite scent is patchouli. And it's patchouli because when I was a young girl growing up, I had an older brother, and he dated a girl. And I remember her to this day. She used to wear black nail polish. She had long dark hair. She wore patchouli all the time. I absolutely love the smell. And I have continued through my, I mean, I'm 63, and we're talking about when I was like 13, 14 years old. Yeah. And I still love my patchouli. I buy patchouli any chance I get. So I'm going to make underarm deodorant, and the way I'm going to do it, and it works, it absolutely works. It literally gets absorbed into the skin, and I have no problem with any type of smell, any type of smell at all. Whether I'm sweating up a storm, I still don't have any problems with that, which is a bonus. I like it. And besides that, I don't know if you know what's in underarm deodorant, but there is aluminum. There is all different types of chemicals and metals in. There were two things that had the aluminum in it that I was aware. Well, three actually, and I had baby powder. I used baby powder on my children. It's my mistake. When they were little children, when they were babies, and I changed them, I would give them a sprinkle of baby powder. I mean, I used it all the time. I had no idea, but it has been proven in studies that baby powder, the old days, I don't know about now because I don't purchase it anymore, but in the old days it had aluminum in it, and I used it religiously every bath hour with my kids. They love the smell. I love the smell. It was all over my house coat. I mean, that was my scent, was baby powder scent, right? And so then I found out that baby powder will cause cervical cancer and cause all types of cancers down there for women, right? And so I thought, whoa. Anyhow, so there was baby powder, and then the aluminum that is in underarm deodorant, and I have tried the natural underarm deodorants that come in like they come like normal underarm deodorant would, but they don't work as well. You sweat. I find that when I use it, I sweat more than when I don't use it. So those holistic underarm deodorants, I don't use. Okay, so I thought I gotta find something, right? Well, I was fooling around one day, and I thought, well, I'm gonna try the castor oil, and the castor oil, it worked. It worked, and so I'm going to continue, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But the third thing that has aluminum in it, and I found that out the hard way, is I have allergies, and I have allergies to metals like nickel, like aluminum, like those type of metals, right? The cheaper metals. I can wear gold. That's why I'm kind of wondering why I haven't broke out, because this is costume jewelry and I wear it all the time and I never break out. But don't forget, I've been doing holistics now for almost 8 years since I had the last stroke. Using um, holistics, I've been using a lot of supplements and natural foods and stuff. And many years ago, I had severe allergies to cats. My eyes would swell up. I would get phlebitis. I would get itchy. Every year, I would get hay fever. I would get the hives. I would get, the dry hair, the dry skin, the whole bit, right? The red eyes. Guess what? I have a cat. I have a cat. And I never break out in a rash. I never get a phlebitis. I never, nothing at all. And the cat sleeps with me. And I mean, he sleeps with me. He sleeps like right beside me. He's like my big protector. I think he thinks he's a dog. Anyhow, no allergies. And so I'm wondering if my allergy to metal, because I was allergic to metal, if that is also gone, right? So I don't know, but there is a lot of aluminum in a lot of those products that we purchase and that we use. Makeup, eye makeup, the eyeshadow. I can't wear eyeshadow at all. Can't wear it. I get itchy from the eyeshadow. Yeah, yeah. I don't get phlebitis, but I get like a sensation, like it's a burning sensation, right? So I don't wear eyeshadow anymore. The only thing I wear is lipstick, and I put eyeliner on my top right there. I don't put any on the bottom. I wear a little bit of mascara, maybe 2 or 3 kind of flakes of mascara on the top. That's it. I don't wear CoverGirl. Nothing, nothing at all. Nothing at all. But I don't know why. I just know that my body is starting to revamp from all the shit that I did from years ago. Like smoking. I smoked for over 40 years. So I had a lot of toxins, I had cadmium, I had mercury, I had aluminum, I had all that in me. And I detoxed my body. And just recently, I found out about an amalgamate filling that I have, and I am starting to take chlorella, because chlorella will bind with the heavy metals in your body, and literally you'll get rid of them. Your body will get rid of them. And I think that I have a few free radicals of aluminum and things like that from when I smoked in my body, because I never got rid of them. I never did chelation. So I am doing chelation now. Now I have 2 ways of doing it. I have moringa, which I did try the first day that I started this new routine. I tried moringa, but lately I've been using the chlorella, and I've been opening it up. I open it up and I put it on my teeth and let it absorb. Now I also take 1 capsule, right? I don't take the capsule. I crack it open. I put it in some kefir and I eat it like that. But I also open one up, put it with castor oil, and let it absorb into my gum line, because I have gingivitis from all those years of smoking, right? And you can't fix it once it's broken. You can make it a little bit better, but you can't fix it. Okay, so I want to steer away from the chemicals. I want to steer away from the metals, the heavy metals and things like that. So I am going to make underarm deodorant. And I'm going to see if I can find a container. I don't have anything. Okay, so we're just going to do it in this little dish, okay? Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put about a capful, not a lot, right? Because it's $6 for a small bottle, and it takes 4 small bottles to fill this, right? So 24 bucks for this, right? So I'm going to fill the cap up, and I'm going to put that in the dish. And then, because you don't have to, you could just use the plain castor oil, but I like patchouli. And so I have my beautiful bottle of patchouli. I've had it for a long time, and it gets stronger as it gets older. So yeah, so I only use a little bit. I use 1 drop, and I love the smell of it. I love the smell of it. Okay, so okay. Then I'm going to take a spoon. And I'm just going to mix it up. And it's got like, I don't know if you can see that. It's almost like a light syrup, okay? And then I just put it under my armpit. So I'm going to take it off the spoon, because I don't like to waste. Everything is expensive. And then I just rub it in my armpit. That's it. And lately, wait till I tell you. So I was watching the Grammys, and I love this song. It's called Flowers, and it's by Miley Cyrus. And I absolutely love that song. It reminds me of my life and of a lot of the women that I know of their lives, right? And she was going like this, and she's muscular. Her arms are like just beautiful. So you rub it in really good. Anyway, her arms are really, really beautiful and very muscular. And I was thinking, damn, you know what? I might be 63, but I want to do that. I want to have arms like that, right? So I'm going to start. I'm going to start lifting weights. I am. Yeah, so you just rub it underneath both your armpits and rub it till it's like almost right in, right? And you can rub it, in other parts of your body too, because the castor oil is actually good for you and it tightens your skin. I've been finding that on my stomach is like I'm 63 years old and my skin on my stomach is tight. Yeah. Someday when I maybe have a few more muscles down there, I might do a video of my stomach and show you how I'm progressing. However, that is, and I can smell patchouli, but it's not strong. It's just little. It's the first time I ever smelled my armpits on YouTube. Anyway, so, and I leave it in there like this. And, in the morning when I go to put on my underarm deodorant, I take 2 fingers, a little dip in it, and I do it. Anyhow, I'll get back to Miley Cyrus. So she had her arms up, and she was dancing, and she was singing that song, and I was kind of getting into the song, and then I looked, and she's got hair under her arms. I was thinking, geez, she's a modern woman, and she doesn't shave her armpits. And I was thinking, oh, I don't know, I don't know about that. But here's the thing, 63 years old, I'm finding that my hair on my head is growing like crazy. My eyebrows have almost grown completely back from the stroke. My hair, like it's growing so fast. I got to cut it every maybe 3 weeks. And before it was every 6 weeks. Well, look at it. Look at how long it is. And look at my video where I cut my hair, where I did the butterfly cut. I cut it to there. And this is like, it's crazy. Nobody believes me, but it's true. I'm living proof. I'm living proof. And I'm not doctoring this. I will not doctor this video just so you can see it. Okay, so she had hair under her arms, and I was thinking, Jesus, girl, really? But I've seen so many girls. I've seen a lot of the girls at the red table, I think it's called. They don't shave their armpits. A lot of girls don't. They trim them and they keep them short, but they don't shave them. And back when we went through the pandemic or whatever the big thing was, they had stopped buying certain products from China. I'm on a budget. And China has those cheap razors. And so I was buying the cheap razors from China. Those cheap pink ones, right? From the dollar store. They don't buy them anymore. They buy the small packets. I was buying the packets with 20 in the packets. And so I was able to shave my legs and my arms, and then they stopped purchasing them. And the other ones are, you get 3 to a package and it's like $4. Like, seriously. So I would buy the small packet, but I wasn't able to shave my armpits a lot because, it's expensive to buy them. So anyhow, so the hair started to grow. Damn, I'm just not leaving anything to the imagination. Anyway, so the hair started to grow. And I thought, you know what? If those chicks can get away with it, nobody looks at me anyway. Nobody, I'm 63 years old. Nobody wants to date me. Nobody wants to, take me off on some wild vacation and, jump on my bones. Nah. So I thought, you know what? I'm just going to let it go. And I did. And you know what? I don't even grow any hair under my armpits. I haven't shaved my armpits. There's a little bit, but I haven't shaved my armpits for 6 months. And I got a few little white hairs right here. That's it. And I was thinking, oh my God, there's a few bonuses to being 63. I got no problem with that anymore. Anyway, so that's my underarm deodorant. That's all I use. That's all I will use. I will never purchase underarm deodorant again. I will use the castor oil. It's a have-to for me, and it's healthier and it's more natural. So Okay, so now I have to make my cayenne water. And the cayenne water, it's just a spice. Yeah, it's just a spice. I don't know if you can even see that. Anyhow, so I take my bottle and I put in about a teaspoon, right? I'm going to get a teaspoon. A teaspoon. And so you can believe me, I'll have to show you. That's why it's a glass bottle. Okay, so I have one of my Starbucks bottles and I just flop that in. And then I have some water. I can show you over there. Right over. Wait, how does that go? This way? Anyway, it's over there. The water, right? So I have one. I have one here. I'll show you. Prove it to you, right? Look, right? So what I do is I boil my water and I let it cool down and I let all the calcium solidify and sink to the bottom, and then I just pour off the water that those minerals have come off, right? I've boiled off. Now, it doesn't get rid of all of the things that's in the water. It does not get rid of the fluoride. Actually, boiling water with fluoride actually makes the fluoride stronger. So I have to try to get a fluoride filter, and I can't afford them. They're not Brita. They're one above that. I think it's Pure something or other. Pure 3, I think it's called, and I can't afford it. So it is what it is, right? I'm doing the best I can do with what I've got. Okay, so now I'm just going to put some defluorinated water in here. And my cat's trying to get in the picture. And I got to get a cap. And I will have to give it a shake because the sediment goes to the bottom. Anyway, cayenne water, one mouthful a day is what I take. Well, today I haven't because we had the eclipse, so my blood pressure was kind of like over the place. So I take maybe three mouthfuls, so maybe 3 tablespoons a day, right? And what it does is it cleans out those arteries. So when I had the stroke, I don't know what caused the stroke. When I first went in, they told me I had an aneurysm. Then they told me I had a hemorrhagic stroke, and it was just a big kerfuffle, right? They were treating me with aspirin for a hemorrhagic stroke, which you're not supposed to do. So I stopped. I said, listen, I'm not taking aspirin. I just had a hemorrhagic stroke. And the doctor said, no, you didn't. I said, yeah, I did. They've been treating me for a hemorrhagic stroke for 2 years now. He said, well, you didn't have one. He said, you had a clot. So I had a clot in the brain that ruptured, right? But I'm pretty sure I know what happened and I know how it happened. I had a lot of high pressure moments, had a lot of stress in the past, well, 8 years, right? So approximately 8 years ago, I had a lot of stress. And and it was all created by one particular individual. But you know what? Karma comes around. Karma comes around and it'll kick you in the ass every time. Okay, so I take 3 mouthfuls a day, right, which is about 3 tablespoons, and that will keep the cholesterol out of my arteries. That will help everything start to flow. It helps to keep my blood pressure low. It helps to keep everything clear. Every time I do this, my cat goes in the bathroom and I don't know. He hates when he's not getting attention. I'm telling you, it's like being married. I swear to God. Anyway, so uh, cayenne powder and defluorinated water. Now, if I had a filter, it would be everything water, but it isn't. It's just defluorinated, and it is cold, right? So I don't usually use a straw to drink this. I have no problem drinking it like that. It does kind of give you a little bit of a hot feeling in your mouth, but you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. Let's try this. Not bad. Not bad. You got to make sure you shake it before you take a drink of it because you don't want that sediment. You don't want to get all that sediment, right? So that's what I've done today. I did my natural holistic underarm deodorant, and I also did my clot buster, which is cayenne and water. That's a clot buster. So next thing I'm going to be working on is I'm going to be doing the castor oil and the vibratory therapy on my stomach and my muscles, but that'll be another video and that will be another day. So I shall see you on the next video. The good Lord be willing. Bye.